Hi everyone, today I am going to explain a Telegram bot project that I created using Node.js, Firebase, Firestore and Weather API. Let me walk you through the code step by step. First, I am importing some important libraries. Firebase admin helps me connect Firestore. Node Telegram bot API is the main library I am using to create the bot. I'm also imported request which is used to call external APIs, in this case to fetch weather information. Finally, I'm importing Firebase admin again to initialize Firebase app. Next, I'm loading my Firebase service account key which is JSON file that contains credential to access Firestore. I'm giving the full path to file because it saved my downloads folder. After that, I initialize Firebase using admin initialize app. So now my Firestore database is ready to use. Then I created my bot using this token. This token is provided by Telegram when we create a new bot. I pass this token to Node Telegram bot API and enabling polling so the bot keeps listening for new messages continuously. Now I set up my bot to listen every message the user sends using bot on message. Whenever a message sends using bot on message, uh, I split the text into parts using split. This helps me to detect what command the user sent. For example, marks entry, insert, or weather. If the message first word is marks entry, the bot simply replies with a message saying, please enter the marks MPC to guide the user to the next step. The user sends a message like insert math 95. The bot understands that the user wants to store marks. Here math is the subject name and 95 is the marks. I store these values in Firestore inside a collection called marks. Along with the subject in marks, I also store the users in Telegram ID so that the later only the same user can retrieve their own data. The data is stored successfully. The bot replies with the marks stored successfully. If something goes wrong, it shows on error message. If the user sends get, the bot queries Firestore to fetch all the marks that belong to the current user identified using the Telegram ID. It formats all the subject names and marks into a nice message and sends it to the back to the user. If the user hasn't stored any marks yet, the bot replies with no marks found. So this is the cool feature. If the user sends weather Hyderabad, the bot calls weather API to fetch the current weather of the Hyderabad. If the weather data is received successfully, the bot replies with the current temperature. If the weather data received successfully, I said the bot replies with the current temperature, right? It also stores the weather request in Firestore, includes the user ID, location, name, temperature, and the current timestamp. If the API call fails, the bot shows an error message like error fetching weather data. If the user sends anything other than these known commands, the bot replies with the given data valid is not valid, like a message, please enter valid data. So the users know they made a mistake. So this bot can store marks, fetch marks, show the weather and log weather request for the further reference. It's a simple but powerful combination of Firestore, Telegram and external APIs like weather API. So let me show you an example. Here is the bot I created. First, I'll send the message marks entry. You can see that the bot replies with please enter marks. Now I want to insert some marks, so I'll enter the insert command along with the subject and marks. You can see it says is marked stored successfully. Next, I'll send the get message to retrieve all the stored data. So this is the data. Now to check the weather, I'll type weather Hyderabad. The bot responds with the current temperature in Hyderabad. So this is how the bot works. Thank you.